Hi, welcome to another episode of Investing in the USA. This is my podcast, Luis Salavarria, and today I'm here with Pastor Thomas Avant, and he has a great project, and that's why I want to interview him, not only from the point of view of investing, but also community-wise and being there for other people as well. So welcome, Pastor.
Welcome. Thank you.
Perfect. So Pastor Thomas, so do you want to fill us in your project? What are you, what is your background? What are you doing right now? And then that's gonna be our segue into what you guys are doing right now. But
Okay.
first, before that, I wanted you to tell us more about yourself and your background, basically.
Right. I'm a licensed pastor. I'm a licensed um, um, chaplain,
Sure.
and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Uh, I have been in the classroom for 39 years. Um, and during that time, I've worked with young people who have been abused and gotten treatment for them and everything. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this home is because I'd get a kid in treatment, and as soon as the insurance ran out, they would kick them out, and they need a lot more help than that. So
So you're talking about the home
this
that you
way,
plan to build,
this
right? Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
right, this way, whether they have insurance or not, we're going to help them and hopefully get them well.
Sure.
So that's kind of where I've been.
Okay. 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 Yeah. So tell me more about that. So you just touched on that point a little bit. The home that you plan to build. What is that about? Because that's a
Um,
project that we came to show the people that are listening right
right, right. Um, because of all the trouble that I had getting treatment for my students, I wanted to build a home that sexually abused or sexually trafficked children uh, could be treated, and it'll be a home where they can, of course, live, and they'll need to have education. They'll need to have spiritual help. They'll need to have medical help, and they'll need to have psychological help. And we will offer all of this to them there at the home.
now? I understand. And so this is a problem that you're solving, right? So you have seen in your work people being trafficked or coming from that environment, and you want to serve those people by building this home for them, right?
Yes.
um, why is this urgent, do you think? Why is this needed?
All my law enforcement contacts tell me that it's needed very badly. Uh, the abuse of children is tremendous everywhere. I'm now counseling at a facility where I counsel with trafficked girls that are pregnant or have a baby, and they're horribly broken, and they've been used for many years. Many of them have started being trafficked at 5 years old when they should have been playing with dolls. It's an awful thing.
That's I don't even get how people can do that. For
I
me,
don't
that's
either.
just crazy. And but the good part is that some people like you are actually willing to help. So why are you in this case uniquely positioned to help?
Well, I have a farmland that I no longer use, and so I've donated 6.28 acres to this facility, and I've done all the legal work that I can to get the 501(c)(3) and all of that going. So now we just need funds for building and paying our staff.
Mm. And tell us more about that land. Where is it located?
It's east of DeRidder, about 6.5 miles. It's partially wooded. It's a really peaceful place, and I think it'll be a good place for these girls to grow.
But this is in Louisiana, right? Because you told me that
Yes,
before.
DeRidder, Louisiana.
Okay. All right. All right. And how far is it from like a big town or
It's about 6.5 miles from DeRidder, and
or so that's a town that it's close to? Okay. Okay. All
right,
right.
and then it's about 40 miles from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's yeah, it's just to sort of locate people so to where it is, you know.
Yeah,
Um so if you had to place a value on this piece of land that you're donating, basically that would be like your contribution to the project. Do you think that you could tell us what that value would be? Do you know?
I I think it'd be around $30,000.
All right. Okay. Okay. So that's basically what the piece of land would be worth if
Yeah,
you went to sell, go ahead and try to sell it. Okay. Okay.
right.
Okay. And it's a good point to make. I wanted to make that point because you're not really asking for money. You're actually putting your money and you're actually your mouth where where everything is. So
Yeah,
I wanted to point that out for people that are watching right now, so they
you
know
know,
that you're
you know,
actually you know
when the children of Israel went in to take the land over that God promised them, uh, God didn't stop the Jordan River from flowing until the priest had their feet in the water. My feet are in the water.
that is true. That is true. So let me ask you another thing, Pastor Thomas. Um, what does the finished project look like? Like how big is this house going to be, or do you have plans for this here and the here and there? Like, can you tell us more about the project itself?
Yes, I want to do an Acadian style because we're kind of close to Cajun country.
Okay.
I want it to look like really homey. It'll be about 5,000 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be ten rooms for the girls. Of course, there'll be living facilities. There'll be uh, meeting room, TV room. Um, we plan on having maybe a couple of pickleball courts outside and maybe a tetherball court. We want to have a lot of physical activity too. We want to have a dog kennel for each room, so that if the girls choose to have a dog, we will get a dog for them.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs are really good things
Companionship,
for
yeah.
kids to have,
Yeah, of course.
and of course we'll have the kitchen and the laundry and everything there for them.
And how many girls do you plan to house?
10 at a time.
10 at a time.
Yes,
So basically, what you said is just basically one per room.
right.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
When there's more than one, uh, uh, I'm counseling girls now that share two girls share a bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and it causes a lot of drama. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought that probably we ought to just have rooms with the restroom. Each girl have their own restroom, and go like that. I know it's more expensive, but I think it'll be worth it for the peace of the home.
Right, right, yeah. All right. And let me ask you something else in terms of the investment point of view. Who's your advisory board? Do you have lawyers, builders, developers, anything like that already planned or anything
Uh,
in line?
my board members, the my president, Dan Batchelor, is a former hospital administrator.
Okay.
He is a former missionary. And so I think he's very, very well qualified to be in that position. My secretary is employed by Lane Jones Hospital. She is an executive registered nurse over the hospital there at Fort Polk. And then my treasurer is retired Colonel Mark Corda, and he is an outstanding Christian, and he's he's a good friend, and he's well qualified to be there.
All right, perfect. I understand. Let me ask you something else. What's the total capital raise, the target that you have right now?
What do you mean?
How much are you raising right now for this project?
We only have about $3,000 now.
Yeah, I know, but because I think you said that you guys are setting up a GoFundMe account.
Yeah,
So what's
yeah,
the raise that you want to get to?
yeah. Our architect says that the building will cost about $750,000,
Mm.
and the parking lot will cost about $50,000. And then our payroll will be around $40,000 a month.
Okay, so yeah, but construction wise, that would be 800,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so that's pretty much the raise that you have right now. Um, so what do you think are the biggest risks in this operation to this project right now? What would be the biggest risk, do you think?
Well, not getting the funds would be, the biggest risk. Then we'd have to donate everything we had to another facility like ours.
And how are you ensuring that this doesn't happen? I mean, like, do you already have plans and permits already in place? I mean, are you working towards that? What's how far along are you in the project?
Well, Michelle Sinclair is helping with fundraising,
Mm.
and uh, I think we're going to be able to do well with our GoFundMe account and our website and everything. Hopefully, getting things out like our podcast here. Uh,
Right.
that's what we're doing. We're fundraising.
Sure. Perfect. And so, since you touched on that point, can you actually say the name of your website and also say the name of your the GoFundMe account, so people can look you up and do their.
Yeah, it's White Oak Ministries GoFundMe, and then the website is whiteoakministries.org.
Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. So for people listening, you can go there and make your contribution as well. Do you plan to so how is your success going to be measured? Are you going to have a certain amount of time for these girls to be there? I mean, do they have to be there for like a year or for 6 months or 3 weeks? I mean, like, how do you measure that success for those girls that are going to be there?
Uh, they can stay till they're 20, and we we will try very hard to get them educated, get them job skills, and I hope eventually to build a halfway house so that when they age out of the home, they will be able to go to the halfway house, get a job, get on their feet before they have to move on.
Mm.
Sadly, when they're 18, they can choose to leave anytime they want to.
Mm.
And it it's very heartbreaking to see these girls when they turn 18 to leave needing more treatment, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I guess that's just normal, right? I mean, and in the end, I mean, you want that anyway. I mean, you want them to get their own lives together,
Yeah,
and so they can actually live productive lives, I guess,
right.
so that would be the goal for you guys. So that it's gonna get there. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna get there. So let me ask you something else. If this location succeeds, could this be a replicated model for you guys? I mean, could you do this again and have another house built like this for maybe
It would
boys
be
or
great
for
if we
more girls?
could. It would be great if we could. I'd love to do a halfway house first,
Mm,
to give them a place uh, to go ahead and get on their feet. But yes, that could be replicated again. However, uh, if we wanted to do boys, we would have to buy more property and have a separate property to take care of boys. That's why we didn't. I wanted to do both when we started, but I was informed right away uh, that they would need a completely different property on which to treat one or the other. So most of my experience has been with girls, so I chose to help girls.
I understand that. That's another question that I had for you, but you answered it before I asked it. So that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. So I didn't want to take too much of your time, but also I wanted to ask you. So who's the ideal person to support you in this mission? Like local donors, investors, like local investors, churches, any other charity or working in Louisiana. Who do you think is actually your target for this project?
Well, any Christian who wants to help girls that are horribly broken and help this ministry. It doesn't really matter where they're located. We are in Louisiana, but we will be taking girls who are from out of state or wherever. It won't matter where they're from, because I'm counseling girls now that have been in Mississippi, in one girl's from Honduras. uh, so, they're from everywhere.
I see. I see. Um, Let me ask you one last question. What would happen to this land if you didn't go ahead with this project?
Okay, the land and the money and everything would have to go to a facility like this. And of course, the facility where I'm counseling girls now is would be the place we'd want to just let them have everything.
Perfect. I understand. That's a good answer. So anyway, so I wanted to say thank you, Pastor Thomas, for
Yes,
for being with us today. And today we talked about land, legacy, and impact. And that's not something that you talk about every day, in the investing world.
right.
But I thank you for taking those steps towards helping those people that actually need it. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.